Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today once again, we're at Dewsbury Golf Club. As you can see, it is pouring down with rain, as usual up here. And we've got another video for you today. We're bringing you the new Cleveland XL range, which has the main thing with that. It's about 2/3 the price of the other well-known brands that you see. So we're going to find out today and in future videos, is it 2/3 of the performance? So first we'll start with the new iron, the XL Zipcore iron. Looks beautiful, if I'm honest. I think Cleveland have done really well with that. It looks really nice. Looks well behind the ball as well. We'll put a video on now showing you all that and showing you a bit more up close. Main thing with this, 6-piece iron set for $599, which, as you'll know, the Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade, other competitors, you're up at £900. So great for that. It's got the fitting, as you'll see again, so it can be full custom fit. Fantastic. So we're going to see how it performs as well. Right, so we're going to hit a few with it now. So as an iron, it looks beautiful. A teeny bit of offset. So, like, personally, for me, looking down on it, it is a bit of a bigger head that I'd want to see. But as you know, I'm a lower handicapper, so I have gone for the smaller irons. But if you're someone who's wanting a bit more forgiveness, I mean, I've just slapped the hell out of that. Land about 120 yards, but it's so wet today. But if you're someone who's wanting like forgiveness to improve your game, if you're not the best of like ball strikers, then this is a great iron, because like that, we're so toey. But it's just like turning the forgiveness off it is just like phenomenal. You can see actually there where I've hit it. Let me just show you that. Like, it's nowhere near the centre of that, but it flew probably up at that red flag, which is about 150. So, you know, for a 7 iron, it's not done bad. But it does actually feel great to hit. And then when you get a good one, it just absolutely flies and says it. So I think the iron's great. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I think sat in your golf bag looks amazing. The design's great. The feels good. And at 2/3 of the price, I think it's something where you can get a full custom fitting on it. It's something that's got to be considered when you're buying that new set of irons. So next we're on to it's like the hybrid set, as we've all seen before, the Halo XL. This time it's full face, so you've got the grooves all along that toe, which is perfect for me when I get them toey ones. And obviously this one's aimed at the person who's struggling to get the ball launched in the air, high launching, super forgiving again. Maybe those who've got slower swing speeds as well. So, you know, your older guy, your senior, that's still matching that forgiveness. It's must admit, it looks a little bit strange behind the ball, but it absolutely flies like that did. I mean, that's a great ball flight. I would never ever be happy with that. I've got that, you know, near to the middle, just flown straight. Perfect, really. Maybe you could go for like combo setting these for those who don't like the hybrid, like that one without the heel, and it's just flown perfectly straight, almost a shank. So great, must admit, great feeling off the face. Launched really high, but again, you can have a fitting with that. You know, it's got the adjustments, full fitting at a similar price for that. If you're struggling for that high launch, we'll be up there to contest with like the QI10 high launch and the equivalent Callaway. But yeah, if you're really wanting that forgiveness, then this is something that's again got to be considered alongside that. The only thing that would put off people with that is the look of it and having that hybrid look behind the ball. but I think you've got to try before you give that across, because it feels really good, really forgiving, that one. Right, so onto the hybrid sort of series. We have got the hybrid, but we brought up that full face instead. So here we've got it's the Highwood. So it's like similar, it's hard to describe it. It's like halfway between, really. I've just put this behind the ball and hit one to warm up. And what amazes me is how long it feels compared to a hybrid. So I guess it's, if you, like you can see there, it's almost a little bit shorter than a fairway would, but it just, I don't know, it just feels really long behind that ball. And the size wise, it's just in between the hybrid and the fairway wood. It just flies so well. It'd be so, we're going to come back on a nicer day when I can get my GC quad out and put the numbers next to it, because it'd be really good to see. I mean, that absolutely flew that. There's no way that you're getting, an extra 50 yard out of like a TaylorMade or a Ping, I must admit. I think the biggest problem with the Cleveland is the name of it, and people don't really tend to try it. I mean, the hybrids, I think they're 209. This Highwood's about 229, I think, that it retails at. So again, a lot cheaper than your bigger brands. Similar type of forgiveness. Hit that well. It flew off it, but not too high considering the shaft that's in it. So again, something that's got to be considered when changing your clubs. So onto the Threewood. I have managed to find a similar shaft to what I use on this, so it'd be a good club to it. Again, I go back to it full fitting. We've got the full shaft range, so you can go and get this fitted to yourself. 239, I think this. So again, large chunk, cheaper than your top brands. God, it's so wet here today. Hitting a few with it just before we started this, the little clip of it. Again, feels great. I always thought they all might fly a bit too high for me, but they're just flying very, very similar, very similar to what I've got or what I'd like to see. So it's, I mean, look at that. That's just flying straight. I'm actually catching them out the middle, as you can see, and they're just sort of rocketing straight, no movement on it, which is what I'd want to see. Off centre hits, I mean, I'll be honest, I hadn't hit a bad one with it, but it'd be that same sort of forgiveness that would run through your golf bag. Because that's sort of where they're aimed at, to be forgiving clubs. Yeah, it's just mint. That is mint. Again, interested to see that. We'll come back up, show some numbers on that to see if it is, 2/3 the quality like it is the price. Right, so finally, the main event is the driver Q Launcher XL2. So in this, I have got my shaft, which I was fitted for. So interested to hit this. Looking down on it, it looks very similar to what I got fit for if you'd have seen the other video, the QI10 Max, because it looks quite big, but I don't mind that, especially after trying that. I don't mind seeing that, and I think it looks really nice. I think the design of it, mud and wetness everywhere up here. The design of it looks mint. I mean, you can't argue with how good that looks. We will put some close-ups on it. I think it looks really nice. You've got 9° to 12° adjustment, which I think is a great tool to have, because they don't actually come like 9, 10 and a half, 12 and a half. You set it to what you want, which I think is fantastic. Let's hit one here. Let's see if we can get to that 250. Oh, yeah. If I hit that in a tournament first hole, people would be amazed I'm more amazed that I'm using a Cleveland. That's the issue with this here. I think it's such a brand of club that's overlooked, but at the price, I think the driver's about $369. You might get it for $350 if you ask me nicely. Just perfect. I've hit them two really well. A bit off of the bottom, but that's me, not the club. But two straight shots. Let's hit one more. That was so out the toe, and it's just thrown down to my imaginary fairway here. Yeah, high toe, held it perfect. So the forgiveness off the off centre shot on that one was fantastic. Yeah, try that. Definitely needs to be tried before you make a decision. Full, again, like I said before, full fitting available, loads of shafts to choose from. Brilliant, like that a lot. Right, so to summarise that, I must admit it shocked me, and I think Strixon and Cleveland, it's the same brand, same company. They've got Brooks Koepka using Strixon. If they could get Brooks Koepka to use that in a big tournament, he's winning at the minute, playing with that, I think the brand would go boom, which basically there's nobody using it to sort of back up what we're saying on like performance. So we're going to come back. We're going to do another video in nicer conditions, so probably see you in July when it's a bit nicer and drier. Put my driver, my QI10 Max that I've been fully fitted for, got that, like I said, got that same shaft, so it'd be so interesting. We'll bring you them numbers from the GC quad when it finally stops raining. So we'll see you in about 6 months. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. Drop us a comment below with what you think, and we'll see you next time.